Hey guys, Mark from Northeast Bass Fishing. How you doing? Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for helping me get over that 2,000 subscriber total. So thanks again. And I've been working on my frogs for a few days here, and I wanted to show you guys a tool and some replacement, skirt legs that you can use to bring your frogs back to life. So if you guys got frogs like I do, where the little skirt legs are either, after a while they tend to melt, they just get all torn up, and I always kind of struggled with how to fix them. But now Spro has come out with this handy dandy tool here, and let's see what they call this here. The Spro frog needle is what they call it, and it has instructions on how to use it on the back of the box. And I did practice on a couple just so I knew what the heck I was doing before I made this video up. But after the first one I found was kind of tough to figure out, but after I did one, then the other two were pretty easy. So I'll show you guys what I've learned using this Spro frog needle so far. And here's what it looks like. It's just just a frog, and then it's this long metal needle here, and you've got this little opening here to put your skirt through and get it through the frog legs. So here's two, or actually three that I've done. This, I think this is an old riot baits frog. And now I will probably trim these down a little. So I think they probably give you longer ones on purpose, so you can trim them down. That's longer than I would usually use. Like, let me see. I mean, you can see this one's pretty beat up. Let me see one here. That one's not too bad a shape. You can see how short they are, so that's a popping frog. So I'd probably shorten it a little bit. But maybe want to do this too is I am going to bring my frog rod with me tomorrow. It's been really warm up here in New England, and today, 2 days in a row, over 80. And the lake I'm going to tomorrow has some largemouth. Weeds, I don't know, with this warm weather, they may be coming up a little. The pads may be coming up. So when I go to this lake this time of year, I always bring a frog with me. But you can see how that has a nice, skirt legs on there, and all I have to do is trim them up. This is a Spro popping frog. I fixed the legs on this one the other day. And this one here, I had trouble with it. Now, it might have been just because it was the first one I did. And it actually kind of put a little bit of now that may have already been there, that little slit in there, but I don't think it really matters. That's a live target frog. That's one of my favorite colors of the live target frog. And these legs were all like almost melted together. So that's a brown skirt leg I put in there just to replace them. So as I said, I'll probably trim these down before I use them. I got a bunch of different colors of the skirt legs here, and I'll show you the ones I got. Some of them I opened when I fixed those. Let's see. So here is your Spro frog skirts. Here's what it looks like in the package. It's a 2-pack, and this is just color 19 watermelon. And as I said, they always have the instructions on how to use the tool and how to fix your frogs on the back. So this is the watermelon color I got. Let's see. I haven't used these one yet. This is just albino color. This is color 01. This is just chartreuse. It's 404 color. I don't know how many different ones they have. I just got a bunch. This is number 11, natural green. I have not used that one yet either. This one you see I used on here. So here's what it looks like after. Here's what it is in the box. And this is just orange, number 14 color. This one I used this rainforest black, color number 16. That's this one right here. That's what it looks like in your frog. And you can really mix and match these however you want. I wouldn't say it has to definitely match exactly to the one that was on the frog. Let's see. This is color 3, the brown. I used that on this one, on the live target frog. And these ones, I don't think I opened any of these up yet. This is what they call leopard, number 9, which looks a lot like that rainforest black one. It's a little different. I got the killer gill, which is looks like a black, blue, and purple material in there. And this isn't like a silicone type skirt. It's a pretty strong rubber because you really got to pull it through there. And when I started doing it, I think probably the problem I was having was I was afraid I was going to tear it, but I didn't. They're pretty strong. This is what they call Midnight, number 10, Midnight Walker. It's like a black color. And the last two, this is just Green Tree. You can see this one coming in handy on some of the skirts that I got, or the frog colors I have. That's color number 7. And the last one I got is what they call Nasty Shad. Looks like a black, blue, and a white all tied together. The color number 13. So those are the ones I got. So as I said, here's the ones that I did already. This Live Target frog, this Spro Poppin' frog, and this Riot Baits frog here. So they're ready to go. As I said, these are long. You can see how long they are. I'll probably trim those down. And I pulled a couple out. I've got a ton of frogs in this topwater box, but I just pulled a few out. This one's in pretty good shape. I think that's a Live Target right there. That one's in pretty good shape. I don't need to mess with that one. But this Riot Baits one here, this looks like a Riot. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I would say it's probably a Riot Baits one. I don't think it's a... It's hard when I get them all together like this. It's hard to tell whether it's a Riot Baits or if it's a Spro, or I'm sorry, a Live Target. But as you can see, this one's in pretty bad shape. So this is one I think I'll fix. This one here, this is not in bad shape. I'll keep that one the way it is. That one's in pretty good shape. This one is in really bad shape. So these two are probably the worst I think I've got. That one's in pretty good shape. That one's in pretty good shape. That's a small little frog. Another small little, I think that's a little Spro. That's in pretty good shape. Nothing's really melted together. Sometimes you might have to untangle them, but little June bug chartreuse one. I'm not sure who made that one. The Poppin' frog here. That looks like a River to Sea. River to Sea is nice. They actually put the name on there. Some of these they don't have a name on them, so I don't know who made them. And a lot of them, the bodies. I think these are live. These are either Live Targets or Spros. That's a true tungsten frog. That's in pretty good shape. And that's another River to Sea. It's got that little. They put that little rattle thing on there. The black skirt's in pretty good shape. So those are in pretty good shape. Now I have this topwater box here. I'll give you guys a quick look here. This is like got some poppers. This is that I think that's that Strike King or no, that might be a Live Target one. I think that's a Live Target one. This is that Poppin' Perch one, I think, from Strike King. But just some different types, some poppers. More poppers there. Looks like all poppers here. Some like spook type baits, some small ones, and then just a bunch of frogs. So I'm gonna have to go through all these and see which ones are, really looking bad. But obviously these two are the worst. So I'm gonna do this one here for you guys, and hopefully I can do it after doing it the other day. So the first thing you gotta do is you just gotta take out the old skirt. And really what it is, now I think the one I'll use for this, let's see, what would be a good match? I could go with a straight chartreuse. I'm going to put this Green Tree one in there. So I'm going to take one of these out. As I said, they come in a 2-pack. And you can see it's like a strong rubber skirt, and it's tied together in a knot. That's how they come. And that's that, as I said, Green Tree color. So that should match this one pretty good. What I always do is I want to get those hooks out of the way. So I kind of pull the frog out and kind of turn it around so that the hook is out of the way. You could just twist it. It's just, in through the hollow body. And this really is the same thing. It's through there. There's just a knot and a skirt. So I'm going to just start pulling this. And if it tears, I don't care. There's the knot in that one. And you just pull the rest out. So just pull out the rest of the skirt. Now you've got, you got a frog with no skirt. So you want to get that through there. Now the mistake I made the first time I did this is I had this skirt through there and all the way to the end by the knot. Don't do that. I found that makes it a lot more difficult to get it through there the first time. So the first thing you got to do is take your tool and put it through those 2 holes. Oops. Go in the one opening and out the other side. So get it in there, like right through the froggy, like that. And this part sometimes is a pain in the neck, is getting all these strands through there. So I've kind of gotten to the habit of just kind of laying them across and just slowly working them in there. Now this might take me a minute just because I'm doing it on camera here. Whoops. I tried to like go through like this, and it didn't work. It does not work. So you got to just kind of lay it on there. I'm making this really look harder than it is. And then there is an opening on this thing, so you just kind of get them through there. Make sure you get them all on. I know you can't see anything right now. It's probably okay. So I've got all these through that. Now you want to pull it so you're only about that far away. See how I've gotten that? It's through that little opening there, and I'm going to pull that back through, and I hope this works on the first one. Pull that back through, start working that through to the other side. So just, you're going to pull with the tool. You're going to start pulling those, and you're not going to rip the skirt. I'm not saying it's never going to happen. I'm sure eventually I'll pull one too hard, and just slowly pull it through. Slowly pull it through. Pull it, and you're going to start, eventually you're going to get to the edge, and it's going to start popping through. Just like that. All right, so now I've got the legs partially too. Now the hard part's getting the that knot through. So just work it through. You work it through, work it through. And this is what I had trouble with the first time I did these, was getting that knot through that small hole. What you have to do is you have to really pull. I was probably trying to do it too late because I was afraid I was going to start ripping the skirt. But like I said, this is not like your typical silicone. This is a pretty strong rubber skirt. And eventually it will get its way through as you pull. Right now it's starting to finally get through that hole. And I'm just kind of yanking it, and it's slowly getting through there, that knot. That's the hard part. So just be patient, keep pulling. Eventually it will pop through the hole. Right now it's just starting to get through, boom, and you'll feel it pop through. And that's it. And you can even it out. So I want to go a little further on this side. And you'll feel that knot's in there. So don't be afraid. When I did it the first time, I was just pulling it too light, and that's why it would not go through. So now I've got a brand new frog ready to go here practically, because the frog is in fine shape. It's always these skirt legs that wear out first. And then you just take your hook, just twist your frog around and go back through. So now you've got essentially a brand new frog because the body's in fine shape. And what I'm going to do, I think I got scissors here. I'm going to trim these down right now. So let me do this. So they're not all over the place. Put this little thing down. So I'm just going to trim it down to kind of like here. Maybe an inch. Boop. There we go. And that might even be too long, but it's pretty close to what I want. And I've got all these little rubber pieces on there. So put a paper towel down or something. Don't get them all over the place. That was pretty good. But that's it, guys. That's as easy as it is right there. As I said, to me, the hardest part now is just getting all those layers through this. But this is open here, as you can see. Oops, I don't know if you can see. That is open there. It's not like it's a solid piece. So you can just kind of slide them up, and they get in there eventually. But that's it. As simple as that. So if you have any frogs you want to bring back to life, this is all you got to do. Grab yourself some of the Spro frog skirts. Grab yourself the tool here. This is the box it comes in. The Spro frog needle, which they came out with over the winter, and I was waiting and waiting and waiting because this would have been a great winter project to get all my frogs ready to go for the season. And they didn't even have the skirts in until I don't know if it was May. So when I saw they were in, I got a bunch so I could get all my skirts ready to go, or all my frogs ready to go. So that's it. That's it. It's pretty simple. You just got to really just work that, getting that knot through that hole, because it's a small hole in the frog to get that through. But if you pull hard, eventually it goes. You're not going to rip these off. I was afraid when I first did it that it was going to do, but you can pull them hard until they get through. And that's it, guys. So it's pretty simple. Now that I've done it a few times, it's easy. It's easy. I hope you could see it well enough as I did the video. If you watch this and say I missed something, I can always do another frog. It's no problem. It only takes a minute. But that's it, guys. So it's the Spro frog needle. This is the tool. This is how it came, just like this. Came right there in the box like that. If I can do this, without making a, I don't remember if it was facing up or down. Doesn't really matter. But it was something like that. Might have come the other way. But it's really pretty easy. It's really pretty easy. I can't believe it took so long for somebody to come out with this idea. Because I used to try to replace these with, you know, just regular silicone skirts, and they would tear. They weren't long enough. They never, you know, I gave up. I said, this is not going to work. I'll just buy a new frog if I want a new frog. It's not like I don't have a lot of frogs, but you know, turn your hooks out, pop out this old skirt, get it all out, and just pop your new one in. So I'll fix this one later. So guys, any questions, let me know. If you'd like me to demonstrate another one, I'd be more than happy to do it. I hope you got to see everything with that. It's pretty simple. Once I did one and realized what I was doing wrong, now I can do it. I don't know how long this video is, 17 minutes, and it was probably 2 minutes of putting this together. But it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. And as I said, now I've got now 5 frogs that I really couldn't use that I can use now. So I'm going to bring that on the boat with me tomorrow, and hopefully I'll catch a fish on it. Okay, so that's it. Any questions, let me know. Once again, the Spro frog needle, and get yourself some of the Spro frog skirts in whatever color you want to match. I just bought a bunch of different kinds to match the ones I wanted to fix, because a lot of these colors I know I have in frogs. So now I've got this guy ready to go, this guy ready to go, this guy's ready to go, and I think I had one more here that I fixed. This guy's ready to go. So I'm just going to trim these all down and throw these on the boat for tomorrow. All right. So that's it. I will put a link. I got these at Tackle Warehouse, so I'll put a link, a Tackle Warehouse link here. You guys can check these out if it's something you're interested in doing. And as I said, please, if my hands were in the way or you didn't see it clearly, just let me know. I can do another one, no problem. It won't even take that long. Won't even take that long. I'll just do I won't have to show you all the baits. I could just show you the rigging part. But if you try it yourself, you'll get the hang of it. It's not hard. As I say, if I can do it, anybody can do it. But you can bring if you've got some frogs that the bodies are in great shape, but the legs are all melted together or just torn off from years of fishing them, you can bring them back to life, okay? So thanks again for 2,000 subscribers, over 2,000 now. Thank you. I appreciate it. And you guys like this video, like it, share it. And if you're new here, welcome aboard, and please subscribe. And you can join the party here, okay? So I'll see you guys soon on YouTube. Mark out.